Without my professors, I wouldn't be the person who I am today. So that's where it really starts. It starts with a good education and a good solid foundation on knowledge of agriculture.
At Fresno State, I work to try and train students as to become producers and managers and try to match them to positions in our industry, in the Valley.
We're bringing these new ideas, new innovations to what's been working for hundreds of years. And you know, some of these old school cultural practices are starting to be phased out or changed into a new way. And it's definitely helping us to produce the food for the world. I mean, California is #1. There's no more room to expand, so what we need to do is we need to produce more with the land that we have and maintain that level of yield. Water use efficiency is one of the biggest things, especially here in the Valley. We're moving a lot of our old school flood irrigation over to, you know, your micro sprinklers, your drip irrigation. It's definitely making huge changes and huge strides in how we're able to take what little water we have here in the Valley and making use of it in the most efficient ways.
Well, Mark Twain's credited with saying that whiskey is for drinking and water is for fighting. And so we don't have the precipitation, and we have to augment our summer production for our plants and our crops through irrigation. Our state water delivery system, which is made up of a series of reservoirs and dams that has been beneficial from a multiple use practice in California, not only of storing water for irrigation, which is a main function, but also the generation of hydroelectric power from these facilities. Also, the significant amount of recreation it provides for citizens of California. And what many people don't realize that this system is also built to prevent flood control. But our valley, our agriculture, our local economies, our entire state is dependent upon the transfer of water and the availability of water, not only for human consumption and luxurious uses, but also for production of our food and fiber crops. Today's population don't recognize where their food comes from outside of the supermarket or the fast food store. So that's a recognized problem. And so it all comes from the soil, it all comes from the earth, and it takes hands to produce that, and it takes knowledge and information to be able to produce that at the most efficient level and is the safest level. It helps to provide our students with the latest technology in irrigation management, irrigation science, to have them better managers and better producers. We want them to realize that they're not only being a part of today's production in getting jobs and careers in agriculture, but whatever capacity they're in the big picture, feeding the world.
Without water, we can't grow. That's the bottom line. We're gonna need to change. We're gonna have to find better ways to produce crops, better ways to take care of our soils, and better ways to educate the public on you know, what they can do in order to help us, but in order to help themselves out as well. There's people that are always gonna fight, will always fight for agriculture, will always fight for the students, and will always fight for those in the industry already. So I'm always see a bright future for agriculture because of the people who are already in it, who continue to support it and will support it to the end. Just the heart that we have for this industry, the drive that we have, that's what's gonna make us go into this industry and want to fix everything, not just have to, we're gonna want to fix it. I want to make a difference in the world. I want to be that person who makes a change, and I want to be the person who helps and educates agriculture and the public as well. What better way can you contribute to the world than feeding it? And there are a lot of problems going on with agriculture, but what I do know is that I'm ready to face those problems. My school has helped me, you know, prepare for that. So I'm ready. Bring it on.